Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully everybody's doing well. In this video, I thought I'd share with you guys how I'm going to fix my Jessie figure. If you're not familiar with this figure, this is the Acid Rain Last Line of Defense Jessie Civic Company G2 agent. She is the FAV-A-A27. And this figure is known for a major problem. She has a huge gapping problem in her legs. She is not the only one. There is a couple other figures out there, and a potential figure coming up. It's either the pronounced Shia or Shay, however your preference is. They're using these legs, and we have the capybara figure that has the same legs being used. So it is definitely a huge problem for the aesthetic and overall look of the figure. You can just see here the overall gappage of the figure and the legs here and here. And then from the back it looks even worse. You can see how much of a gap here is right here. So I am really surprised that this problem got through the engineering process, the QC process of a company, not once, but it's got through several times because it's on several of the female characters and potentially one of the upcoming characters. It's going to be interesting to see if Toy Alliance is a manufacturer for Acid Rain, actually fixes any potential issues after the Jessie figure. So I guess only time will tell. So how am I going to fix this? There's theories out there. You can just buy like another set of legs, half of a body from here down, and just replace the bottom part. But for me, I do like the overall aesthetics. Do like the green army shorts, kind of different to what I'm used to seeing. Really don't care much for the sneakers, but it's okay. But the gappage here is just terrible, especially for a premium price figure. In my opinion, it's a tragic thing. So what am I going to do? So what I've done is I've went ahead and got me a 3D printed new crotch piece. These are commonly referenced as a T crotch piece. Even though it's not, if you got to turn it upside down, it's more of a slanted Y piece, but that's what I'm not sure if there's a specific name for this, but this is going to fix all of my aesthetic problems. Like I said, this is printed on a 3D printer. Get some nice, you guys can hear that, nice hard plastic, and we're going to take her apart, and hopefully, if everything works out as planned, fix my problem. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Jessie here, and I'm going to raise her arms up. And I've already heated this figure once, so I recommend if you're able to do this fix also, you can heat up your joints, but you don't have to. It's your figure. As we get her apart, which we have. So we're going to set Jessie's upper half aside and her belt, and we're going to take a look at this lower piece. But you can see here the huge gappage. That's just terrible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the legs. Up it is. And here's our crotch piece. So this is the original piece here. And the problem with this piece is that these are entirely too long right here. This piece isn't the issue. It's these two bottom pieces. As you can see here, for example, that's how much we've cut back on the length of this leg joint. That's a tremendous bit. Looks really good. So let's try it out, see what we got. So first off, we're probably going to want to take this piece and get the leg, the crotch piece over the top. And we're going to, I may have to do this off camera, but I'm going to heat this up even again just to be safe. And I'm going to put this ball into her leg, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the first leg. I know you really can't see much here, but I'm trying to give you a demonstration on how this is working out so far. You just got to make sure we have the, yep, that's the front and the back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach the other leg. I'm going to heat it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the bottom half put back together. So this is the front. So how she looks now with the replacement part. Looks pretty good. Here's the back of it. Looks really decent. So what I want to do now is I'm going to bring in her belt and the top half of Jessie. And I'm going to go ahead and heat this up. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here she is all brought together. I'm holding up her belt so you guys can see the end result. The gappage is tremendously reduced, and we just have a little bit of a gap there for the articulation of the leg. Looks fantastic. And here's the back of Jessie. If you guys remember how bad she was when we first started, and this is what she looks like now. Looks really, really good. Bring down her belt. And that's the way it should have looked when we purchased it from the manufacturer. Now, just for fun, let's take a look and see how well the new joint works. So you can see it sits perfectly. Beautiful. Then we have the, let's see if we can get that thing out of the way. Spreads your legs pretty good. And we have the back. It's really, really good. Let's see if we can get her, she can sit, and shouldn't have no problem sitting on the motorcycles. Don't have one at this time. Do have the Acerine Wildebeest, but you know, this capybara bikes are just a little thicker, so I don't have one of those. But she would definitely fit inside because there's enough gappage there to allow for her to sit on the bike without any problem. All right. A little squeaky because it's brand, you know, it's new. Looks fantastic. So it's a, you know, a more cheaper way to, not cheap in any idea of quality, but it's a cheaper way to fix your Jessie figure just by obtaining or creating a 3D printed piece that looks great. So you can fix all the figures that you're having issues with. Like the red capybara bike, and potentially the Shay or Shia figure upcoming here. I think it's sometime in the next month or two. Yeah, so I've created like 4 of these just to have for myself, for, you know, upcoming figures just in case, or if I ever need a replacement. So very cool idea. Very nice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, my fix for my Jessie figure. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below how you plan on fixing your Jessie figure, or if you're not going to fix it, or if you want to place it with the new, lower half of the figure. If you want to do something similar to what I've done. I kind of like the overall aesthetic of the figure. I can live with the shoes, but I cannot live with that Gappage. So hopefully, you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next review.